Hi guys, it's Ishy, and I thought I'd just share this gameplay video that I recorded earlier. Um, you can see that I was like, I'll play Hanzo. Oh, no, someone else is playing Hanzo. I'll play Junkrat. So I ended up playing Mercy. I love playing Mercy, so it's not a huge deal. But I wasn't really planning on playing support. I won't do too much voiceover stuff in this, but I thought it was a fun game, so I thought I'd share it, especially because the ending is pretty cool. But, yeah, this Junkrat guy. Like, I was like, hey, what are you doing, buddy? Are you gonna jump? And yeah, so that happened. My team was kind of interesting. I had a lot of trouble with their snipers, and we didn't really have anyone to deal with their snipers very much. Pharaoh would have been nice.
I'm here.
Maybe a Winston. I don't know. Symmetra was kind of useful, not as much as she could have been. She seemed like she was dead a lot of the time. But, so I guess I'll just let you watch for a little while. It doesn't get started here for another 20 seconds.
Support has arrived.
Our Hanzo definitely pushed out too far here. It ended up working out for us, but it was a really risky move. Like Genji could have come around behind us, or a Reaper, and really ruined him and this McCree. And so I did my best to save them. And it worked out, I guess. They didn't die immediately. And there's the McCree, of course, because McCree dies a lot. I play a little bit of an aggressive Mercy, not necessarily to say that I whip my pistol out all the time, but I do that now and again. But I'm right up in the fight with people, and I get a lot of criticism from it when I'm playing online. People give me shit about being right up with Reinhardt in the front, or with Soldier, or with whoever I'm damage boosting at the time. But I did okay this round. I didn't die too much. I did get hit by those snipers a couple of times, which is always obnoxious, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it by myself. Being, you know, Mercy and all. A lot of times I could have res people and I didn't. Like that Symmetra, she wasn't working hard enough. Didn't feel like it. She can wait. You see that Widowmaker's just hassling me. It's really annoying.
Heroes never die.
To be honest, I don't know how I survived those dragons. It was really lucky. I totally expected to die there, which would have been really unfortunate because our Ryan really needed me at that moment. And we do some pretty good plays here, which I think really helped us keep the point. I suspect we wouldn't have lost it, even if I did die or he did die at this point. But we might have, and that's, you know, you never know. It's hard to say at any one point if you die, do you lose the whole game. I did a lot of healing in this section.
Simple geometry.
Damage amplified. I'm taking care.
I really suspect that McCree would have done more with his flanking if he'd actually been Reaper or someone a little bit better at that job. He kept going out there and dying, which was really unfortunate because I wasn't going to go out there and heal him. I would have died, and I'm not going to go out there and res him because it's not worth the solo res. But oh yeah, this Reaper here. It was a fun play. He was really salty about it. I usually don't try to solo res, but if it's the tank and it's the only tank we've got, like here, I'll do it in a heartbeat if I feel like I need to.
Damage increased. I'm taking care.
This Widow, man, she was heckling me the whole game. I was starting to get really frustrated that no one was going up with her and really dealing with her. This was a lot of fun right here, saving these two guys from that Roadhog. They were grateful, they thanked me. I always appreciate a nice thank you when I'm playing well. And the dragons do finally get me here. So this is my first death, I can't be too upset about it. I've played pretty well up until this point. I think it goes a little bit downhill from here, but yeah, ouch, dragons.
Back to square one. Thank you. Let's get you back out there.
I always feel a little disoriented when I come out of the portal like that. No matter where it is, it's just like, where am I? What year is it? What's happening? Pretty easy to jump back into it at this point, but there have been times where I jump onto a point out of a teleporter and it's chaos and terror. And yeah, the Widow gets me again. 2 deaths pretty quick in succession, but it was a good shot. I can't be too mad about it.
Immer unterbricht mich jemand bei der Arbeit.
60 seconds remaining.
Damage boost engaged.
This Roadhog, I could hear him running away out here, but it was kind of scary. He was trying to get me and then he just disappeared and I don't know where he went to.
30 seconds
Damage
remaining.
amplified.
We almost got this. Don't screw it up.
Where does it hurt?
The Roadhog actually saved me at that point. I suspect the dragons would have gotten me if he hadn't hugged me and pulled me out of there. So thanks, buddy. You know, much appreciated.
Heroes never die.
This is a pretty good example of how I usually play Mercy. Lots of taking small bits of damage, dashing around, and barely surviving. Managing to just barely keep my team alive. So, I guess maybe it's not the best way to play her, but it's how I do it.
Of the game.
Definitely far from the best play of the game I've had, but a turning point. Well, maybe not a turning point, but the preventing of a turning point, I think. So, I'll take it.
Epic.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Legendary.
I couldn't have done it alone.
Super excited about the Legendary. It's the first one I've ever gotten. So, I mean, that's the main reason I recorded this gameplay, to show you the Legendary card. But, yeah,